Hello everybody, welcome and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing another Modern Horizons 3 draft, and coincidentally we ended up in Golgari again. Not really my fault that people keep passing me cursed wombats, but we'll take them. Same with the expanding oozes. Like, look at me, you can't expect me to just like skip out on these sorts of creatures. I'm going to force it whenever I can. And this archetype is sweet. So to start off, we have a branching evolution to double the amount of +1/+1 counters. We also have a cursed wombat to add an additional +1 to the +1s. So now we have some modifiers, and we're doubling. So things can get out of hand very fast, especially with the temperamental oozewag being able to give all of our modified creatures trample. We have a handful of spells that will allow us to put counters on stuff. We have Nyxborn Hydra. While it doesn't put the +1 counters on the creature, it does make the creature modified if you bestow it. Revitalizing Repast is a land that can also put a counter on stuff and be used as a kill spell, or a counter to a kill spell, I think is what I was trying to say. It gives indestructible to a creature. Gift of the Viper is another +1/+1 counter at instant speed. It also gives reach and death touch counters, which is very cool. We have nesting grounds to help move around counters, which is really fun. One of the games you can see me pull a counter off a creature and then put it back on the next turn, which does give 2 counters since you are putting it on a creature. So you can kind of move some counters around and do some funny combat math, which is really fun. We also have a Wormcoil Larva, which is a Wormcoil engine, but do it at home style. This is a very powerful card with the Adapt Shell. If you're able to bestow a Nyxborn Hydra or just give it some counters, like Signature Slam or reinforcing with a Foul Strike, it gets out of hand really fast because it has Death Touch and Lifelink. And if you have this guy again, Death Touch, Lifelink, and Trample, which is horrific. We also have 2 Annoyed Altasaurs up at the very top of the curve as a 7-mana 6/6 with Reach and Trample, and it also has Cascade. So just playing this on turn 7 when either us or our opponent is out of gas and getting 2 spells, that's really good. So definitely like these guys up at the top. But yeah, that's going to be about it. If you guys are excited to see this in action, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already, as I'd really appreciate it. I upload magic content just like this to YouTube, and I'm still working on getting my channel partnered, so any support is greatly appreciated. I'm also going to leave a QR code here and a link down below to my TCG Player Partner card. Using either of those is another way to help support me and my channel, which is of course appreciated. But with all that said, let's hop onto the ladder and see how this does. Alright, game 1. I mean, it's not great, but can we afford to mulligan? I'm gonna try it. Let's grab our forest and we will pass. Cool. Yeah, I guess we just play our swamp, say go. Well, no 3-drop is pretty rough. Go ahead. We'll take 2. Sure. Well, I mean, thank goodness we did end up getting a land. Let's go with the oozewag. Oh boy. Yeah, that's really bad. So the Chrysalis is gonna get huge, and I don't know if I have any good ways to deal with that. I mean, Wormcoil Larva? Yeah, it blocks. Let's play it. go ahead. Oh boy. Yeah. That chrysalis is gonna be way too big. We're kinda gonna have to deal with it with the worm coil. And back to us. Let's go ahead and signature slam. We'll see if they have some sort of protection. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that works for this turn. We do have another slam, so go ahead. Sure. That's not good. Yeah, we're about to get destroyed here. Writhing Chrysalis is just such an oppressive common. Let's activate the vault. We'll try and put some extra counters on it. Probably just drop off those 3. Cool. Let's try this again. Sure. I mean, this guy has death touch, so, toodaloo. Let's get in for 8. Yeah, that's just gonna block 1 damage. Sure. Why not? Let's have you connive 4. Yeah. GG's. Can't believe we actually managed to get through that chrysalis. Doing what I can to help lower its game in hand win percent. Do it at home, worm coil engine, baby. Alright, next game. This hand is okay. It's not like great, but we'll keep it. We at least can cast everything in the hand, so no complaints there. We will need some green land eventually, but I was gonna say we need some green cards first. Let's go ahead and get in for 2. And honestly, I think we just play the next one. Go ahead. Jund. Okay. And a Cranial Ram. I mean, yeah, it's not a bad card. Let's go ahead and play our Grim Servant. We'll search up a 3-drop. So, do we want to go Wombat, Ooze, Branching Evolution? Kinda just want to grab the Branching Evolution. Go ahead. Sure. And land off the top is perfect. Doesn't matter that it isn't green. We just needed to go like branching evolution. And let's see. Yeah, we'll just get in for 5. Sure. Alright, we will definitely take that. Using a 4-mana removal spell to kill a 2-drop. Let's go ahead and play our Condor. And let's get in. Go ahead. Sure. Let's use the gift. We'll take 6. No real reason to block. Let's go ahead and signature slam. Take out the Condor. And we can get in for 12. GG's. Yeah, those little 2-drops, they definitely worked that game. Alright, next game. I think this hand is a bit too slow. Since we're on the draw, our removal spell on turn 3 doesn't do anything, and we don't even have a 4th land for that. I think this will work a bit better. Let's drop off the Annoyed Altasaur. Go ahead. And let's do the exact same thing as the opponent. Sure. We'll take 2. Go ahead. Sure. We'll take another 2. Let's go ahead. I think we play the Condor. So they can activate this, and they can also get in with the Sentry. Both of those guys are going to have Menace. So probably not blocking this turn, which is definitely not ideal. Opponent definitely has us on the back foot here. And a Grim Servant for 3. Oh boy. So looks like opponent is trying to draw some cards here. And land here is actually pretty good. So we can either play a 4/4, or we play a Wombat, and we can also signature slam. Let's go ahead and drop off the Wombat. And then I think we take out the Sentry, since that's kind of their extra card draw source. Go ahead. Wow. Okay, 2 consuming corruptions. It's pretty rough. And looks like we take 5. Oh, 6. Let's go with the vampire, I guess. Go ahead. Sure. We'll take 3. And let's connive. Probably just drop off the servant, since that'll just kind of kill us. Let's go with a quest. And, you know, probably should have bestowed that. Let's get in. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay, well, let's make a 3/4. Sure. We'll take another 3. Let's go ahead and get in for 3 again. I think we just play the more expensive of the 2. Go ahead. Let's... How do we want to do this? I think we just take our double block. And down to 5. Sure. Yeah, that's not great. Down to 3. Rough. Yeah, don't think we're winning this one. Yeah, just with that, we're pretty much dead next turn on attacks, so let's play the expanding ooze. We'll evolve it. And we will pass. We'll throw our Gargantua in front of it. And yeah, GG's. Little unfortunate, we never really managed to get anywhere in that game. We were just behind the entire time because we were on the draw. Alright, next game. Yeah, the hand is pretty good, we'll keep. On the draw is definitely not ideal, but we do have Dream Drinker into the Expanding Ooze, into double attack, double adapt, if the opponent doesn't mess with our board. Okay. Playing a bunch of amulets. And a Jeskai Landscape. Let's go ahead and get in for 2. And here's a news. Go ahead. I mean, yeah, it's pretty annoying. It does stop what I'm doing decently well. Let's go ahead and I think we play our Grim Servant. Go ahead and grab the Wombat. Let's get in. Go ahead. Yeah, we've had a very good curve so far, and we still have both of these Altasaurs just kind of chilling at the top end. So whenever we've kind of drained them of cards and resources, we just slam these, cascade into some more stuff, and just go nuts. So, what is this? Red, white, or Jeskai Energy? And they make a do. Let's go ahead and play the Wombat. Evolve, or adapt. And let's jam. Well, okay. That's pretty annoying. But opponent is down to no cards. So they got a 5/5 with fire breathing. Well, these guys have reach. Let's activate the Wombat. We'll put 3 counters on him. That's only as a sorcery. So let's get in for 8. Yeah, I forgot it had fire breathing. Well, now they're in top deck mode without enough energy to activate the amulet, and we are 1 land away from Annoyed Altasauring. Let's get in for 3, right? Yeah, nothing does anything. Let's go with the Gargantua, and we will pass. GG's. Yeah, definitely had a crazy curve there, and we didn't even get to the top end. Alright, next game. We need another black source for sure, but we have a Wombat and we have the evolution, so I'm gonna keep it. Plus we're on the draw, so... Do we start off with the tapped land so we can go turn 2 Wombat and turn 3, like either Ooze or the evolution for sure? I'm gonna do it just in case. It's gonna suck if we find another untapped land, but I don't want to risk this curve. Planar Genesis. Okay. Well, there's the land. Yeah, Kozilek's Unsealing is pretty scary. Let's go ahead and drop the Ooze and get in for 2. Nothing from the opponent. Interesting. Let's go ahead. I think we just get in for 5, play the Oozewag. Then next turn we can adapt and play the Branching Evolution, maybe? Or do we just play the Evolution? Ugh, I have no idea. Let's go to combat. In for 5. Meh, let's just play a 4/4. Sure. Ouch. Well, there goes one of our oozes. And they went card on top, card on bottom. Let's go ahead and play the evolution. And activate the ooze. Let's get in and put some more counters on the ooze. And unless I have removal here, like just hard removal, not damaged base, they're in chump block mode for the rest of the game. So we can take out the lurker. That costs 3, then we'll have 3 mana left. We can bestow the Hydra for 1. We'll gain a nice 0 life. Bestow for 1. And let's jam. We'll put some extra counters on the wombat. Down to 2. Sure. 0-12. Okay. I mean, that's a big dude. Propagator drone. That's annoying. Man, is opponent really gonna stabilize it too here? Jeez. Let's go ahead and get in, I guess. Put some counters on the wombat. Yeah, I kind of forgot he had trample, so that's pretty good. We can get rid of the shapeshifter at least. Actually killing the 12 toughness creature through combat damage. Let's play a vampire. And go ahead. Sure. How about you flash that back for me? On the cursed wombat. Dang. Let's activate our vampire. Let's go ahead and jam. I mean, this is ridiculous. I cannot believe opponent is like actually fighting through this right now. But they are at 2. So hopefully we can like get there eventually. We're gaining a ton of life, so should gain, or should at least have like a little bit of opportunity. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and Gift of the Viper. Put a couple extra counters on there, make sure it doesn't die. Go ahead. Another meddler. Jeez. So locking down the wombat one more time. 3 more evolves. There we go. That's what I've been looking for. Let's play the Oozewag. GG's. That was ridiculous. Yeah, nightmares, oozes, more oozes. I love this deck. Alright, next game. I don't know if I can keep this one. We don't have a green land, and like no actual plays. This is much better. Let's keep this 6. And yeah, we'll just drop off the dino. Can only block creatures with flying. Okay. Let's get the vampire down. And let's get in for 2. Well, I guess that was the punish for not playing the wombat pre-combat. Yeah, I'm missing out on a damage here, but I think we want to do it. Oops. Well, looks like mono black removal again. Alright, let's get in for 3. Go ahead. Does opponent have anything? Let's go with a fetid gargantua. Wormcoil larva. Okay. Let's go with the vault. And then costs 3 mana to adapt, and then we have 3 mana left to signature slam. Cool. Let's draw some cards. Nice. Yeah, let's jam. If you want to throw the Death Toucher in front of the Gargantua, go for it. Sure. What in the hell is that? Huh. Interesting. Do we just jam here, see if they block? Okay. And let's play our own larva. Let's go ahead and get in for 3. We'll see if they want to take a block with the Condor. Let's go Signature Slam and take out their Pteramander. Well, that's not good. Okay. Let's have you connive. Yeah, I think we might have lost that there. Opponent's just playing all removal, which so far seems to be our weak point. Let's go ahead and jam. Sure. And let's connive. Let's go ahead and play a Grim Servant. We'll grab an Nyxborn Hydra, and we will pass. Grabbing a mountain. Black-red? Well, that's rough. We're, getting walloped by just the mono-black part of their deck. What the fuck is that? Jeez, okay. That's not good. Let's go ahead and take out Imsker Iron Eater. And let's put you on the Worm Coil. And for 6. Bruh. So just splashing red for bombs. Wonderful. Sure, why not? Wonderful. Let's play an Ooze and GG's. That was ridiculous. So, Golgari is very good, but apparently just loses to like a bajillion removal spells. Yeah, GG's. Alright, next game. We're gonna try it. It's definitely not like a fast hand, but we'll see what we can do. Devourer of Destiny. Wow. I wonder what they kept, because they just exiled 2 rares. That's actually kinda crazy. Let's go ahead and play the forest. Sure. Let's go ahead and drop off the evolution. Jund. And they play a Dreadmobile. Let's go ahead and play the Oozewag. Go ahead. Sure. That's pretty rough. That's a very good creature. Okay. Yeah, Stomp Stomp is pretty good. Think we just play the tapped land. We'll go Grim Servant, grab our little green 1-drop. Yeah, the Nyxborn Hydra, and we will pass. Sure. We'll take 3. ahead and play the landscape. And I guess since it wants to crack that, we're just gonna go find a land. We'll grab a forest and play the larva. Go ahead. Alright, I mean, if opponents just like spending the last couple turns making tokens, I'm completely fine with that. Sure. Well, that's not very nice. At least we do get the other worms. I think we take a block here, just because the Dreadmobile is really annoying. Sure. Let's bestow this Nyxborn Hydra for 5. And in for 7. Oh. So, bestow doesn't work with the branching evolution. I actually didn't know that. So yeah, it does take off the creature type, so yeah, makes sense. I guess I was thinking of the Wombat that doubles all of the counters on permanents, or gives an additional counter on permanents. Sure. Well, there goes my Nyxborn Hydra. Okay. Well, now seems to be a pretty good time to start slamming annoyed Altasaurs. So Cascade, if you don't, just goes on the bottom. We could kill the Propagator drone, I guess, so. We'll go on the Grim Servant, since that has Menace. It'll be able to get through this turn. What? Bro, I want my Wombat. Where's my Wombat at? Jeez. Alright, well, opponent is letting me kill off their Devourer of Destiny. We'll take it. Let's go with another Altasaur. Sure. I'll cast that. And in for 5. Expanding Ooze. Sounds good. Let's go ahead and give you Menace. And let's jam. Sure. Let's reinforce right there. Wow. Only as a sorcery. And yeah, wow. Opponent had it. Jeez. That's brutal. Well, down to 2. Let's go with another Dream Drinker. Yeah, that Wither and Bloom was just horrific. Like, we almost had him. We went for the kill and we got punished. Sure. Bruh. Well, guess we activate the vampire let's move these counters to, I don't know, we'll do that. Sure. And back to us. I mean, our own cursed wombat here is pretty good. Let's go ahead and adapt. Then we will put the counter back on the vampire to give it menace and additional counters. Let's get in. Let's go ahead and take out the Oozewag, since the expanding ooze needs to attack to get bigger, and the cursed wombat blocks that decently well. Please don't have more removal. I am all removaled out, my friend. Propagator drone. Sure. Expanding ooze. Sure. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and crack in with the wombat. Sure. Why not? Now let's have you connive. We'll drop off the swamp, I guess, and we will pass. Let's play the quest. Do you have anything I want? Well, they conceded while I was double checking the grave. Very glad we won that one. Seems to be a pretty common theme that our opponents are just like trying to stabilize at 2 life, which is kind of horrific. We definitely were struggling to find our other tumblewag there. GG's. Alright, next game. This hand looks really good. We do have to play this as a land if we want to go Cursed Wombat on 2. But yeah, definitely gonna keep. Have a wombat, my friend. Interesting. Well, looks like they stole my wombat. Do we just play a 2/3? Yeah, I don't know if we want to bestow that, since it'll just get +1/+1. Let's go ahead and get in for 3. I think we just play a 2/2 or a 2/3. Go ahead. Let's go ahead and get in for 3 again. And I think we play an Oozewag. Go ahead. Interesting. So they didn't want to trade the Storm Drake for the Electrozoa. Oh boy, that's a big dude. Guess we take 5. I mean, I think we just jam with everybody here, since our clock is going to be way faster than the opponent's. Let's jam. So do we want to play Worm Coil, or do we want to go with Dream Drinker? That'll probably like help force through some more damage next turn, so let's go like that. We'll put you to 5, and play a dude that can gain Menace. Sure. We'll take another 5. And back to us. Well, let's go ahead and activate the vampire. And we'll go with a Grim Servant, just in case they, you know, kill this guy while we're attacking. Rather search up a, 2-drop than a 1-drop. Think we just grab another one. And we will jam. GG's. Yeah, not too bad. We had a very good curve, and even though the opponent disrupted it with the Storm Drake, they didn't really have a way to deal with it. This thing dealt like half their life total. GG's. Alright, next game. I'm gonna try it. It's final boss. Who knows? Maybe it'll work. Let's play a landscape and grab a swamp. Well, let's go ahead and play a tapped land. I definitely want to be able to play the evolution on curve, and hopefully we find another land and we can play our Condor. Whoa. Okay. That's not good. You know, I don't really want to deal with any sort of protection spell, so we're just gonna kill a Ajani. Go ahead. Sure, we'll take 3. Dang, no land. Well, yeah, that's not good. Let's go with the evolution. We'll take another 3. Oh boy. Well, at least we have a Wombat. And we can put a couple counters on it, so we'll have a good block on whatever we're blocking this turn. Unless opponent just kills it. But yeah, looks like our run might just be ended by the Ajani deck, which is a little unfortunate. Let's take a block. We'll go with a Gift of the Viper. Oh boy. Well, GG's. Guess in future games you are supposed to do that before you move to blocks, then you can actually like get the block off. Oh well. Here's a bird. But yeah, we are pretty much dead. GG's. Let's go ahead and play a Grim Servant. We'll deal another 3 damage to ourselves. Yeah, not much we can really do. I'll just grab a land. What in the world is opponent doing? Why are they giving me extra time? Not really sure what's going on here. Go ahead. Sure. Why not? What are they doing? Let's go ahead and play a dino. Sure. Let's get in for 4. Go ahead. Oh boy. Still not attacking. I have no idea what the opponent's goal is here. Let's play a land. And let's bring back our wombat. Go ahead. Whoa, that is really not good. Yeah, we are. That's it. We're dead now. Let's... Sure. Why not? Let's take our blocks there. And GG's. Little unfortunate, but, you know, can't win them all.